everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Witching Lounge. Welcome everybody. Let's see in the chat who we have. Oh, it's windy again. Where did my chat go? Let me check. Oh, I need to pull this up. Oh, here we are. Now we can see you also in the video itself. Oh, I had Vera. Hi, Vera, sweetie. Just take your rest. I don't mind if you just lurk. That's no problem. How much I love when you are active in the chat, but if the day doesn't agree with you anymore, just lurk away, sweetheart. I've got Cass. Hi, Cass. Welcome. Mariella, welcome. I have Adriana also lurking. No problem. And I have Hannah. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. We have my girlfriend in the back. And she is joining us tonight. See if she stays. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. Let me see what we are doing tonight. It was a bit of a stressful day today, so I needed to hurry along and pick a page. So I'm not going to do any complicated pages tonight, because every time I do a stream and I do not finish, I add a whip to my list. So I am going to do a page in this book. This is Freak of Beauty. This is a book by Crook Crook. And yeah, kind of fairly simple pages. I have a couple of these, and I am planning on doing a horror book haul. Oh, that's a great title, by the way. Horror book haul, to give you an idea which books I am picking from when I prepare this stream. So you can decide if you want to color along, or you think, oh, well, that's a great book that I want to have. Yeah, you can. So I am hoping to do that this week, but work was ridiculous today. So this is a fantastic, I love this book. This is the gory and the creepy and the eek. So I went through it. I love this one too. No, I'm not going to change my mind. And I kind of picked a page randomly, this one, and then I saw that it was the front cover. So I love this page. It's not too gory, so I think it's... If people are squeamish, you can still join in. This is not too bad. I did change it up a little bit because I'm not going to use my Ohuhus. I'm going to use my Deco Times. They are right over here. I have a very large collection of Deco Times twin markers. Hardly ever use them because there is a reason they yellow. They always yellow. So if you finish a page, if you're working on a page, if you put the book away, please put something in the front and something in the back of the page, because they will yellow and spoil your book. I think the only markers, alcohol markers, that do not yellow are Ohuhus. But I have a set here next to me that's a case with 300 markers in them, and I'm not going to throw them out. I am going to use them, so I thought, well, I am going to use them tonight. So now I have to change up my color palettes and get my swatch book out, because some of the Ohuhus I know by heart. So, oh, I have to have this color and I have to have this color. Oh, this is a great one too. And for Deco Time, I still need to do lots of homework to recognize them. So what are we working with? I think it's a naked lady. She's not wearing any clothes, as I can see. Lots of skin. They did put shading in there. My guess is that these are not her hands. Are these her hands? No, I don't think so. Maybe only this one, because I was thinking about doing her face and her upper body just in a skin color, and doing the hands some creepy... What did I pick out for that one? This is a green sage light, to give that image of her being haunted and her being grabbed from think that's most people's worst nightmare. You're not seeing and things grabbing you. So I think it's going to be that strategy. So this is all going to be and I want to give her a pale skin. So I picked out, this is skin white. And give her very pale skin. I have all quite light colors because I wanted some room to shade with pencils. Yeah, Marielle, I also did not have problems with deco markers. However, let me take an example because this is not planned, but this is Forest Song. Let me see if I can find the page. Where it is. Yeah, it's here. This is my project book. I did this page. And mainly it is the darker colors. So I did the entire background with Deco-Times because Deco-Times are really wet. So for large areas, they're fantastic. However, this is what the other side looks like. Look, this is what I mean. And this was not because I did this page in May. And I think I saw it already in September, August. And it goes through to the other side. So this is all yellowing from the Deco-Times. And if I go to the other page, that's also already colored in. See, here at the side. And this is typically the green. As you can see, it's only at the border, so it's the background. And you can almost see the edges of the line art where I did not use the dark Deco-Times. So be aware that this can happen. And it goes all the way. I have a couple of more. I have one in Joshua Dunbar book. It goes 3-4 pages where the yellowing goes through. So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant of using my Deco-Times. But yeah, it's not a reason for me to let them kind of wither away in the corner of my room. So I'm going to start with her fair skin. I'm thinking about a brown hair, so the sage color for the other hands. These are the branches, maybe a dark but gloomy background. So you see it's a lot of big elements, a lot of using a lot of marker, and that is also why I'm taking out my Deco-Times, because this paper, it's Amazon printed. This paper eats your alcohol marker alive, by the way. So let me take this microphone a little bit out of the way so I can see how I am doing, what I am doing, because these are absolutely soaking wet. You have to be really careful not to bleed over the line art. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. There you go. So this is the skin white, and I did swatch them, and they always turn out different on paper. So your guess is as good as mine how she is going to look. I'm going to stay a little bit away from the hairline here. So as you can see, this is, I don't give any pressure and it runs out of there. That's why actually I love Deco-Times, but yeah, it is tricky. If you use them in a book, please don't take the risk. It would be a shame if you lose. Usually you can cover it up, but I won't risk. You see the difference? This is what is still wet, and here's when it's dry. So it will dry eventually better than it looks right now. So I'm going to do this. And this is all just basing. You can even see how thin the paper is, that you can see what the lines, the text is at the other side. So do the nose here. But doing big surfaces, this is fantastic. They are so easy with big surfaces. I don't know how much alcohol I put in there. but absolutely soaking wet. So it is kind of a different technique using them. Hi Lucy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Well, I hope everybody had a good, great, or maybe not that great, well, great beginning of the week. My week is absolutely so busy. It's not even funny anymore. Let's see. Wait, I have to check. This is skin. That's hair. But and that's always fun with the Wednesday witching stream, witching lounge. We are cutting the week in half and counting down to the weekend again. So that is. Oh, I'm always looking forward to this stream. So I know I'm halfway, and we are on our way to a lovely weekend. Weather is gorgeous here in the Netherlands. It's about 16, 17 degrees with sunny. Absolute people are on the terraces again, cafes with the terraces. We say terras. It's that's how Dutch can you get. So that is great. However, when you're working and you're behind the desk the entire day and you see people basking in the sun, you say, "Oh, I want that too." I was thinking of taking the day off today, but no. I want to save my days off for other times. Oh, looking is fine, Lucy. I'm very happy that you can join us. So today started. I had plans. Always plan my day when I have to work, so I know what to do. And well, yes, sappy doen. Yeah, it's a sappy doen. And however, none of my plans I could do because I was interrupted every 5 minutes and I needed to do something, and so all my work is still laying there. So I have to do that tomorrow or Friday. Well, that's just how things go. See how this dries? She's actually quite apricotish. Is that a word? That's hair. I think behind here there's also hair. Let's see. This is her. Really need to check with all these arms. It's easy to get distracted what is part of her body and what is a rogue arm. Let me call them rogue arms. And we are already in the month of March. So don't go. Oh, I'm not that good with staying within the lines. I look like a toddler when I color, especially these large surfaces when I need to hurry a little bit. Don't forget to join March of the Dragons. I know she is here, Vera, with the lovely hashtag. I'll join in if you color a dragon page. Let me hoist this up a little bit. Here she is. And no, she's not. You cannot see anything that is not allowed on YouTube. Let me say it like that. Lost my job 7 months ago. Today I found it. Oh, congratulations! Congratulations! How great! Oh, that is worth a celebration. Can I ask, am I allowed to ask what you are going to do, Marielle? Where are you going to work? Or do you want to keep that to yourself? That will be fine as well if you want to. But that is a good development to find work. Getting back into the kind of work is work, but it's also social connections and getting your circle a little bit wider of knowing different people. So no, I don't work to live to work. I work to live and to enjoy life and to color, because that is one of my main fun things I do. I love to do. Still hesitant if this is her arm, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to be, she is kind of, oh, and this book does not lay flat. This is always a problem with this book. These books are glue bound, and laying them flat is, no, this is the flattest I can get them. Head of administration, wow, congratulations. Congratulations. I hope you have fun and nice colleagues. That's important as well. Always good. Let's see, this is a strand of hair. Here we go. And we're going here. I think this is also... That's with horror pages. You have to look really carefully where things are going. But I think... I guess... maybe here. Let's see. This is her shoulder. No, I think this is background. This is not part of her body. Sometimes you just have to make a lucky guess where everything is. So that is her skin based. And because we're going to do shading, she's going to look completely different, but it's easier to do. Not that bad. I had picked out two colors actually. They're quite alike. One is green sage light. Let's see if you will focus. Come on, sweetie. Yes, green sage light, and the other is green, grayish green sage light. So I'm thinking I'm going for the grayish green sage light. I'm going to do all these hands that are grabbing her, starting at the top. I'm not going to do the nails because I have a different idea for the nails. I'm going to make them blood reddish, maybe only the tip of the nails, and for the rest they're going to be red. So let's say a little prayer if we are doing this correctly. And hope it will dry up lighter than it is right now, but I think this is going to look fun. Maybe see if we can make some zombie hands out of them or something. Let's do the gory, icky gory stuff. That's what we're here for, to do the icky gory stuff. And I love doing these. I never take them, put them into my coloring plans, the horror books, because I know this, with this stream, I will get to color horror. Yeah. It's getting your imagination with different colors. Trying out weird color combinations. The sky is the limit. You can do it with other pages as well, but for horror it just seems natural to do it. To do green hands, for instance. Ugh, I hate the scratchy noise. And yet these are the decal times. They are great, but the tip is not that, will fray quickly, so that's why I'm making these just going into one direction, so they're not that stressful on your tip. And this is the brush tip with a fine tip at the other end. So I kind of like them. They're not that expensive. They're cheap. So for these kind of pages where you lose a lot of ink coming out of this marker because this paper just sucks it dry, I'm usually take the deco times. It's the same as every other alcohol marker. You need to keep going to get an even, especially with these big surfaces. They say it's muscle memory coloring. Well, my memory is sometimes gone, and then I'm not so neat with staying within these lines, but there it is. And maybe you saw me doing a kind of a weird moving thing with my marker, because the deco-times tend to bend the tip of the brush. I don't know if you can see this. No, it's not that easy. So now this tip stands up a little bit. So if I need to do the smaller work, I just tilt it a bit so I can get the small little tip and not the big flat surface. But it just does that because it's not a high quality marker like a Huhu's. I don't know if everybody in every country you can buy deco-times, by the way. Some people can, but not every country sells deco-times. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, somebody behind me is snoring. Oh man, she is out. Yeah, that's a good choice. Love these green hands. Let's go lift her up a bit. Yeah, they are, I think, next to the Uhu's, my second choice of markers. But then again, be careful with the yellowing. It's horrible. So I was really disappointed that they did that. I was hoping they didn't yellow. So you just have to make some precautions and put. I do wax paper between. Some people just do a sheet of white paper in between to get. But I think wax paper is the best, because if you do just one single sheet of paper and it's really bad with the yellowing, it just goes through that piece of paper as well. So that's why I do wax paper. And you can buy it on Amazon really cheap. A box of, I think, 100 sheets. And save yourself a lot of heartache, because it's so disappointing when you open your book and you see that 3 or 4 pages have all these yellow spots on them. Yep, that's a good choice, Cass. I do not always do wax paper. I do this when I use my deco-time, and I use it when I use a medium that tends to rub off, like Prismas, for instance, but also pastels. But usually I use the fixative with pastels. So, all right. As you can see, this could be a quick color. Let's put this hand here. You can still see. I need to hold the book down for a second. Wait. Who has the Inklings book already? I got it the day before yesterday. I kind of like it. I bombarded it to project book, because I think I will do a couple of pages every month. It's not that big. So we had a good idea, though, of getting the thin plastic sleeves, cut down one side. Yeah, you can, but then your book will get very, very bulky. I see a lot of people do that with the color by number ones to protect it. I just use a varnish spray on my color by numbers, because your book will get very bulky. Because there are 100 pages in there, so there will be 100 plastic sheets. But there are a lot of people who do that. Just a thin, really thin, cheap plastic sheets. So there are multiple ways to protect your pages. There we go. That's the other hand. There are a lot of hands in here. Let's start at the top. At this finger. So for color by numbers, acrylic markers, I just use a varnish spray. And for my soft pastels, I usually use a fixative that I can still color over with pencils. No, I haven't colored much in Small Victories as well, but I kind of like Inklings for some reason more. I don't know. Maybe I will do. I have a new goal that is color in every Johanna Basford book that I own. So it is already on the list. It's actually already on my desk to be colored in. But yeah, because I really neglected Johanna Basford, unfortunately. So I need to start coloring in those books. It's also part of her hands. Oh, it's a good tactic to wait that out and see if you can wait for a good price. Oh, I miss you. Did I miss you, Adriana? No, I did see you, Adriana. Yes, I did see you at the beginning. Yeah, I'm sorry if I missed you, but I think I did saw you come in. And I saw Millie also come in. See, this is just big strides. Woot, 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 woot. This is easy. Just basing. Did you ever have the idea that when you have based a page, you think, I'm going to leave it at this. This is flat coloring, but I call this page done. Oh, it's not going to happen for this one, but let me go here. I sometimes have that. I could think, oh no, I can't never finish. No, I thought so. I missed you, but so this is horrible to get in this crease and not ruin the other page. There you go. So, yeah, sometimes just done. I'm done with this thing. Time for another one. What is behind her here? This. I think it's fingers as well, so I'm going to do that the same color. This one. It's like a puzzle where everything is and everything goes. Yep, start another one. Pick a nice other one that appeals more to you. All right, so one hand to go. It's always sometimes fun just to do flat coloring. I usually do that in the Frogs and Friends book. And this is a good book to do it as well, but I am going to shade a little bit, give it a bit more oomph. Oops, this. Yeah, it's not done yet, Don. I hope I can make it a little bit more interesting than just this, because this is actually quite boring, all these colors. but she will be fine. You know, my pages always have an ugly stage. And you think, oh, this is not going to go well. That's always the basing stage. We go here. And I'm sorry if I yawn once in a minute, because I have a little bit of a headache, and yawning is just part of the process. It's not that you're boring. It's just something I cannot help doing. That's because of the work I had today. Then I tend to yawn if I have a headache. But we keep going. I actually need a brownish, ugly yellow Let me get the swatch book. I have one swatch chart for Deco Times, and it's a mess. Know my way around it, but yeah, it's a mess. It's all numbered, and they just put the numbers in order. Yeah, well, my brain, I wish my brain was relaxed last night, because I was tossing and turning and been awake for an incredible long time. So I guess I'm just also a little bit tired. But nothing can spoil the fun of streaming and coloring. See if I can find a color for these nails. Not too dark. Oh, I am so very sorry. I cannot help myself. I think I'm going for the olive green. That's 41. Oh, I haven't slept. Oh, let's see if I can find it, because there is a box. There is a box next to me that's enormous. 41. Where are you? 44. And these are not number ordered. These are color ordered. In color order, and now I cannot find 41. I'll just remember the color. Maybe I will find it eventually. And do the nails later. I will do the nails later. The hair. Nope, not the mahogany one. Did I have picked out brown gray? Let me check. Bye, Vera. Good night. Sleep well. Hope you feel a little bit better tomorrow. Yeah. It's this color. This is 104 brown gray. It's for her hair. I didn't want to go blonde. I didn't want to go all really dark brown. So I picked out a kind of color in the middle. And also, again, a lighter color, so I can still have the opportunity to go over the base layer with pencil. Sometimes I make the mistake in picking a too dark a color, and then there's nothing left to shade anymore. I need to keep a good eye, because there are little green veins going through her hair, so I need to pay attention where these are going. It's like a little puzzle again. Oh, hi Anna, welcome. So happy you could join us. I hope you had a lovely day. We are just doing, I call it the groping page in a Crook Crook book. And this is how far we got. Let me zoom you in again. So let's do hair. And we're just basing, just basing, chatting away, just have a little bit of coloring fun. To start off the new month. Is this? No, I don't. I think that is background. Here we go. And that is just the way my brain works. While I am coloring, I am thinking of what color am I going to do the background. I cannot, until I have decided that, my brain just does not stop doing this. Just started working on my first dragon. Oh, I love Linda Ravencroft. Italian, this paper is 3 inches. So yeah, I love these. Those books are beautiful, and it's so easy to color in them. Everything goes well. Lenka Filonenko has the same kind of thick paper. It's not even paper, it's just cardstock. So it is really a pleasure to color in those. This paper is just Amazon paper and just sucks the life out of your alcohol marker. Now let's go up a bit. Here are some strands of hair too. And here I don't even know if Crook Crook has published any new books, because I kind of lost sight of them after I see that's just one single hair. So this is just skin. And oh, to get the caps off, you need to work. Get some power in there. It's just one single strand of hair. So this is her skin. But I love the click, what it does. Listen. Oop. That's what I always like. This one is an entire strand. It's like that. So yeah, working on thick cardstock, and when it handles very well, sometimes you think that it handles very well, and then when you do a water-based medium, the top layer just comes off. Also really weird. So I had that with a Maria Troll book. Just put on the top layer with watercolor, and then the whole, it was not handling that very well. So I was kind of, let me say disappointed is a good word. I had a different word in mind, but I'm not gonna say that on YouTube. Let's behave tonight, behave. Oh, hi Brittany, welcome. Welcome, sweetie. Thank you so much for joining. And there you go. In between these spooky hands. So as I said, I never put the horror coloring books in my plans. There are a couple of people, and that's their how do you say, prerogative, to not like horror books. Everybody has the different things they like. I think the world would be very boring if we all like the same thing, and so that's what makes us humans interesting, because we all have a different taste in things. Oh, Brittany, I'm doing this with Deco Times. I don't know if they sell that where you are from, but these are two Deco Time twin markers. And I use these because, one, these markers are really, really wet. And they are quite large surfaces to color. And this is Amazon paper, so this will absolutely eat eat your alcohol marker. So I kind of whose are expensive. I think they are expensive. So for all these large areas, I take out my deco time. But as I said in the beginning of the stream, you were not here yet. They do yellow. So you have to be careful, especially when you use the dark colors, the yellow on the other page. So if you have finished your page and you're gonna put the book away, put something in between the pages, because it will be really disappointing to open your book and see that the other pages are yellow. Okay, well, they are a good brand. Lots of colors. I have a set of 300 colors. So they are, pretty decent, except for yellowing. And the quality of the nib is not that good. Well, I have never have problems with Ohuhus, ever. So, and I have been using my Ohuhus for 3 years now. I never had any yellowing, but I'm not sure if the European Ohuhus are the same as the Ohuhus where you are from. So I forgot a piece. Did you see that? Oop. Let's do this. I know there are people in the chat with a sharp eye. So it's actually quite a tip. Just put wax paper in between to preserve your pages. Because I don't know what they put in these things. I don't think I want to know what I'm breathing in right now. But they do smell really heavy, like alcohol. We're dry out of the box. Yeah, I'm always impressed with Ohuhus, but I am, how do you say that? Voorzichtig, careful with them. I don't know, because these large surfaces just. Here we go. I have got some scary. I got a playlist from Epidemic Sound. That's where all my music, what I use on YouTube, comes from. So I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, so I can use all these copyright-free music. And now I just searched on eerie and creepy. Well, it is like I am live in The Shining. Here's Johnny. If somebody pops out of my desk saying, I see dead people, then I'm gone. Really close to my story blonde hair color that I was born with. Oh, that is a beautiful hair color. That is a beautiful hair color. Yeah, she is going to get a little bit of shading, Brittany. It's not going to be flat coloring all over, but for basing, as you can see, just whoosh, just hurry along. And I have to keep going, otherwise I get streaks and weird patches. Careful in between her fingers, because I like the color of her hands, of the hands, not her hands, the hands. Can you imagine that you were dreaming that all these creepy hands are grabbing you cannot see because somebody poked your eyes out? Well, that is a fun scene to remember. Oh well. Let's see. Here we go. Well, yeah, Adriana has a vivid imagination. Anyway, I hear somebody poking eyes out. Let's see. These are vines, florals. This is not hair. This is hair. Now I have to be really careful. This is hair. And here, because I want to do bright. It looks like orchids, actually, but I want to make them kind of purpley, pinkish one. The extra hands are her whiskers. Yeah, I don't know what to do with these so many hands. What do you need? 2 is enough. I kind of love this page. So, this is also vines. Let me check. My goodness. I think here is also still hair. They just, yeah, because otherwise he has a weird strand somewhere coming out of nowhere. So we need to give her a little bit of a shape of a head with all the, yeah, that's good. Yeah, who needs them? Just all these. I thought they were not her own hands, so that's why I made them a different color. I just pictured all these grabby, scary hands. Just so that's how I saw this page. But that's also the fun part of doing horror coloring. Your imagination is tested, and you can interpret this page in so many ways that you can really make it your own. I'm gonna do this here too. But don't how long have you been thinking of how am I gonna put this in the chat? I have a sound in my head, and I want to see if I can put it in the chat in some way. Drum roll, please. Oh, that's fantastic. I love the creativity. Yay, go Millie. Oh, like that. I actually like the color combination a lot with her skin. Sometimes I talk to myself because I need expert advice. Like this. And then I'm going to do, let's see how far these flowers, I think this is still a part of her head, and then it stops, because otherwise she's gonna get a really big head. Somewhere here. Oh, here is the end of the head, and here. This is a little bit of a puzzle. That's her blindfold. And now we have to check this side. I guess this is also part of the hair. Yep, I can live with that. And this is actually a really big puzzle with all these tiny vines. I think this is the end of her head. Yeah. Yeah, she's snoring. Yeah, she is really comfy and snoring in front of the heater. And she had a busy day, barking at everybody that passes the window. When you try to have a conference call with your boss, and she's trying to break down the window. And then I get yelling, "What are we barking at? The grass? Come on." she's always really busy. And the other one is sleeping on the couch, as ever, as always. So the house is quiet now. What is here? See that? This is blindfold. You cannot go any here. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. The blindfold. I picked a color for that one as well. This is a green gray one. Go. Oh, sometimes that camera. Come on, sweetie. Yes. Here we go. That is for the blindfold. Now I have to be careful again. This is also going to be shaded, of course. And there's going to be red in here where her eyes used to be. So I'm see if I can. I need to keep a space open to do the red, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna go over it with red. Oh, hi Kimberlyn, welcome. Please drive safe. Get home in one piece. How was your day? Well, answer me that question after you are done driving, by the way. So. There you go. Doing this part. And I think I'm going to do the shading with Chroma Flows. It's kind of a little bit turning into my go-to shading pencil set. I don't know why. They just feel right on Amazon paper. They do really well on Amazon paper. But I'm not done yet. What I like about this brush nib, by the way, is that it doesn't bend so much. So I tend to have more control than I have with the Ohuhus. For some reason. But they are so wet that you have to have more control, otherwise it bleeds through everything. I heard a noise. All right, blindfold done. Yeah, now I'm a bit on the fence for these flowers. Because I got a gray lilac. But I also pulled out a vivid reddish purple. Gray lilac. Comfort note that they don't scrum all them. No, that's nice. And for some reason they do very well on Amazon paper. That's what I really like. What in the flush is this one here? There's something here I cannot. Yeah, this is better. The muted color. This is a muted kind of grayish purple. I think it's best fitting with this color palette. Yeah. I think the only bright color that is going to be in here will be red. For kind of blood stains where her eyes were. And around the mouth. Yeah, this is a good color. So I'm trying to have a flying start of the month when it comes to coloring. So I thought last night, well, let's go and finish my page. And then I saw in my planner, I thought, well, let's see if I can do something in the planner. And before I knew it, it was 11 o'clock and I had to go to bed. So no coloring done yet for this month. I am still working on the goddess page. She is coming along quite nicely. Especially when you have done all the olive leaves. But she's not done yet. I still need to do the background. And I'm so weird that I always leave the background for last. But I might try the other way around. Someday. Yeah, this is a good color. So Deco Time does have some beautiful different colors than Ohuhus. So that's also a good reason to sometimes get out the Deco Times. They just like this grayish purple. There might be somewhere, it might be somewhere in the Ohuhu range, but I really, really love this color. I love all that muted, those muted colors. No. Is this still hair? This here. This is a leaf, that's a vine, that's also hair, so I still have got a few. Kinda need to touch up with the hair. Go. Color this in. As you can see, with a little bit of, if you prep and you have your color palette, then it is a good purple, isn't it? It just goes very well with the brown and the green of the arms. But I have some here. What is here? And I know this is not an AI book. I'm sure this is not an AI book, but there's something here that I really do not know. This is hair as well, so I have to color that too. But this is leaf. This is, well, I'm going to do this in purple. Let's just pretend this is a piece of a flower. And here as well, and then the rest is going to be just leaves, because otherwise I have no. Oh, this is a little bud here, and this also. There needs to be a little bit more color in here, otherwise this looks weird. Just looks weird. Yeah, kind of like that. Yep, now I have to get the hair color back. That was this one, the brown gray. Let me check. Yeah. Because here is a strand of hair. And this one. That's why I always keep colors that I use next to me, that I do not lose sight of them, because I am really lazy writing these things down. I never write them down. And I forget what colors I used. Let me check. I need a. I'm sorry if I'm in your. Like that. All right, let's see what I missed. Let's see. Oh, I'm all up to speed. All right. Now I picked a green for these vines, but now I'm not really sure if I want to do this, because that is way too bright. Not gonna happen. Let me get the swatch book, because now we are all in muted color palette, and then just using a bright green sticks out like a sore thumb, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's take out the swatch book and see if we can Use that for the hands. It's such a weird swatch chart. It's not. Yeah, I'm too lazy to write it down too. Look, this is a good one. This is Pine Forest. Maybe you can see that. That is kind of a muted greenish color. Let me see if I can find it. Number 241. In the greens. Yay! 241 Pine Forest. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it's dark, but it is. Oh, bye, baby girl. It is a muted color, so not much room for shading. Oh, it's a little. Where's her hair color? This is it. I never, Mariella, I absolutely never write stuff down. Hi, Jess, welcome. Okay, can I get the cap off? This one, here it is, like that. Hope you have a nice day, Jess. Are you okay? See if I can. You need strength to get these caps off. I'm gonna put a really dark. It usually dries up lighter than when I put this down, I hope. And now I'm using the fine tip. That's why I love these. Well, I am a sucker for fine tips. I love brush tips, don't get me wrong. But fine ones, especially for these small areas with a really wet marker. I barely touch the page. Barely. Oh, the pancake. I am again so far behind. I guess I need to make a sprint to get these first pages done. And they are quite close together, aren't they? It's just the first 2 weeks of March, and then we're already done with coloring the year. I think I have it next. Oh, I have it next to me. I had it next to me somewhere. No, that's my any day. No, don't have it next to me anymore. I tucked it away, so I just need to start doing that as well. It's going to be a busy week. I hope I can do all my hashtags. Oh, hi Adele, welcome. Thank you for joining. I don't know if I'm going to do the leaves the same color or a different color green. I think the same color, but I'm still... Yeah, 4, 7, 10, 12. So that's just within the 2 week window. All the pages are already done. Well, we can take that off the list then, but I'm done. Working my way down the list. We have been asked 5 times. What book is it? All right. This is Freak of Beauty. It's a Crook Crook book. One of the many. That's my old sticker. And yeah, it is the front page. Front cover. It is Amazon printed. Oh, I love this one too. Wow. So, hi Zoe. Welcome. I love this one. But I'm saving that for Halloween. I need a sip of water, otherwise I'm going to cough. Oh yeah. What do we have for dinner, Zoe? So this is all just basing. I'm using Deco Times because, yeah, as I said before, this paper just slurps all of your alcohol out of your marker. And I don't want to waste my ohos on that. I'm going to do the same color, I guess. I don't know yet. So I'm still doing this very carefully. Chicken and vegetable curry night. Well, that is good to know. I can see if I can remember that one. I actually had a Mexican oven dish. Keto still, but a Mexican oven dish. Steve's at bingo. Yes, Wednesday is bingo night. I can hear him over here. B6. B6. Well, thank you, Zoe. And this is still basing. Just going. Oh, this here is so. Oh no! And now I see it. I finally see it. No, I don't see it. How does this work? Come on. I think this is a leaf. Yeah, going to do the leaves in the same color. I made an executive decision. Leaves are going to be in the same color. After dinner, I'm going to one of my favorite places, Queen of Sheba. It's Ethiopian cuisine. Sounds great. Sounds great. Well, I'm just in cooking mode. That's the only downside of being keto. You have to cook everything yourself. No takeout for me anymore, unfortunately. So, but it was a good one, good recipe. Like, here we go. Yeah, that's good, because otherwise it's going to be like a carnival of colors. And I love this really dark green. Yep. Every time I have to tilt my head because I think, where is this going? This is kind of a challenging section of the page. But oh, and I got something from Amazon that I ordered, and I'm gonna try this out. I'm still on the search of a very good white. And I found this. Now, I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna open it on camera. If I can eventually open. Oh gosh, how did they? This is, by the way, highly opaque white ink for highlights and corrections. It's by Kuretake. And when it came, I thought, well, that is a small jar. It is water-based pigments. It says stir before each use. Add water until desired consistency is reached. Not for children. Leave it in the sunlight or high temperatures. Replace cap firmly after use. And it goes a long way because you cannot get the cap off. We always say in this household, what if you have something wrong with your hands? How are you gonna get this cap off? What is on this sticker? Cartoonist opaque pen. Yeah, I know that one. I bought it. Come on. Still not. Where is the entrance in this thing? Oh, they covered it with a sticker again. Yep, one jar goes a really long way. Because you cannot get it open. Good. This is horrible. Come on, guys. And I don't have my X-Acto knife here, so I'm just scratching away. If this takes too long, I'm going to get aggressive. You know that. Oh, there is a little thingy here. Here. Ah! Oh! Yes, here we go. Don't, please don't rip. Please don't rip. Come on. This is ridiculous. Come on. What if you have how do you say that in English? We call it reuma in Dutch. Haha. That's a giant meatball. Let's see if it is a... Don't drip on my... Oh. Ooh. Do I... Look, this is really thick. Well, it looks promising. Yep, that's the one. I cannot pronounce it. But never smell. Oh. Oh God, that was a mistake. It's... Let's do that again. Oh my goodness. This smells like a chemical plant. Oh, I even taste it right now. It's made in Japan. Well, there's nothing on there what it's made of. So it's always it's Kuretake, it's Zig, dus I think it's quality, but I'm gonna try this out soon to see what it does, because I'm still finding the perfect thing to cover up the hidden objects in the mythographics. That's my only goal. Rheumatoid. Yeah, well that's... Oh, hi Nessa, I didn't see you come in. Rheumatoid. Ah, that's a good one. Actually, in Dutch, if you have the full name, here we go, it is rheumatoïde arthritis. So now your turn. Yeah, it looks like gouache, but it does not say it is gouache. So, but I hope the it was a bit bigger than this. This is so tiny, but maybe you don't need a lot to cover up some line art or those stupid hidden objects in the mythographics. So another thing to try out. Let's continue. Continue. Here we go. Still at work on a break. Oh, on a break. Well, enjoy your break, Nessa. And thank you again so much for joining in, because it isn't really an honor that you do this on your break. Go. Oops. I'm really careful. Oh, this is such a moist, dark color. It makes it really hard to stay within the color, within the lines. Then I feel like a toddler again. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, this is kind of... I thought this was green. You have to get creative with this one. So this is a leaf here. Here's also kind of a line. I don't know what to do with that one. Here is also a clear leaf. Sorry, I have to focus for a sec. I will be back to read your chats in a minute. This is fine. This is also greenish. This is leaf. If you leave me now. Okay. Where's my hair? This is, I don't get it. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to do this. This is going to be green. This is letting my imagination run wild. This with the stem. And then I'm going to take the purple and color this one as one of these buds, like that. I think this is a decent solution. Not perfect, decent solution. Because it needed a tiny bit more purple. Yep. And this one, really careful. And go up here. Yep. I'm still thinking about doing her lips because I don't want to make her lips all bright red. So I need to check, think about that one. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Because if you look at the front, you see with in her mouth it's red, but I kind of hesitant of the lip color. I do love the reddish drops running over her face, but I don't know if I can do that with an alcohol marker, if I need to do that with a gel pen. So I'm gonna savor that one. I picked out a darker brown for the branches. And I think these are eyes within the tree. So I'm going to take that red that I picked out. That is the carmine. I'm going to make those red. Just to make it a little bit more eerie. Hi, baby girl. You want to go? Oh, she always needs to pee halfway. It's like a ritual, isn't it, baby? Yes, you go, my sweetie. So, what I am sure of, that this red is gonna go here to make these spooky eyes. Like that. Itchy my nose. Go. And I'm gonna do the, let's see if this will work, the tip of her nails, of the hands, they're not her nails. This for me is the fun part, just to go see where we can add some fun. So I suspect that these hands just gouged her eyes out. Yum yum. The purple, yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good one. Love that idea. Thank you, Cass. Sometimes you just need a second or a third opinion. And I always like that. How do you manage to work with alcohol markers without bleeding? One, don't press very hard. I hardly touch the paper. I just try to keep away from the edges and let the bleeding do the work. That's actually the So I just, yeah, like I'm petting my dog. That's especially when with these small areas. Well, with the fine tip, it does not bleed a lot. Okay, look, see if I can make it. See if I can. Oh, I'm coming. Yes, I had a box. I'm coming, my queen. Here we go. Go, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. Well, that's why I keep away from actually blending alcohol markers, because I have bleeding. So this is the fine tip that does not give a lot of ink at once. If you have the brush and you press too hard, and a lot of ink comes out. So you have to just be very gentle, very careful. And yes, I have bleed sometimes. There's some in here with the leaf. But I'm trying it to keep it as minimal as possible. Oh, look, I made a mistake. I'm going to do this red. Weep, weep, weep. Just go over that one. And that one. So I always switch. That's why I like working with fine tips as well. Especially small areas. And on Amazon paper, it's just, yeah, just like softly petting your dog with this, like that. There we go. So I'm gonna do I'm sorry. So this is just what I do is stippling and let the bleeding do the work again. So I just barely touch it. Yeah, they are vibrant. They just, I love vibrant colors. They just pop off the page. So now we are going to do this, because I really want to have that reddish around the eyes. And I'm going to use the line art to just pull it through a little bit. I'm feeling bold tonight. Look at this. And it, well, and sometimes it just, when you fluff up, it's a learning curve. And oh boy, do I fluff up sometimes a page. And then I just, yeah, I don't mind. I do mind. But you don't hear me swear on camera. Oh, don't get me started about Copics. Oh, I love them, but I'm not gonna buy them. Way too expensive for my taste. If we have, because there are good alternatives like Ohuhu with a bit more decent price, still high priced for a lot of people, but it's more a decent price compared to the Copics. And then you can do Deco Times or a different cheaper brand. Do a little bit here on the side. Where is my dark green here? Alcohol marks like people create FMS messages. Yeah, Adele. I had that same picture in my head when I started coloring. And I let it go. I just let it go. I thought, well, no, I'm not gonna, because it became really a frustration, and I lost my fun in coloring, because I compared everything with everybody. There is like any race art. I keep saying it, if you're not following her on Instagram, just please do, if you can find her. She has some coloring books, like Blossomnia is one of hers. The things she does with just pencil, alcohol markers, and pen pastels is ridiculous. Let me see if I can find an example. And I wish I could do that as well, but I let that go because, sorry, because usually I just can't. Let me find her. Annie Ray, where are you? Annie Ray's art, she's in top. Yeah. Look. See if I can get the light. Look at how smooth this looks. It's a little bit difficult to see, but this is ridiculous. How can you? And love this one. She does the frog page. Look at this. I can never. So I just let that go. I'm taking tips and tricks on how she does things, but some people just have so much talent, and I love watching her work, and I love her coloring books. But really, look what she does with the pen pastels. This is pen pastels, and she just smooths everything out. No, she bases with alcohol markers, actually. I can never think of this. So, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I am going to try it to do it like that, but I'm sure that will never work. But I'm not going to influence the fun that I have with coloring. So I just do what I like. I think that is how I like it, and if people like it, well, that will be great. Picture purpose. Oh my goodness, her pages are incredible. The vibrancy, the contrast, the smoothness. Yeah, she is also really, really talented. The only thing, but I think she's changed, she's growing with her coloring, is that she tends to fall back on the same color palette. So it's a lot of pinks, purples, blues, light blues, yellows, and oranges. So, but I love her style and beautiful coloring. So everybody has their thing. I'm going back to the brown. Oh, look at my red. I love it. I just have fun. That's the most important thing. Please have. And trying to get the caps off. I'm kind of creating muscles with trying to get the caps off. So this is a brownish color. Need to get a little bit in this crease. And maybe I'm going to do like this. So I am, just enjoy and have fun and learn from. That's what I do. I try to learn from artists like Annie Ray, and see if I can still grow with my coloring. But I have been coloring for 2 years, so I'm just a little baby. I'm just still wet behind the ears when it comes to coloring. So and I don't know if I have the patience also to create, to work as long on a page as she does. I usually get bored very fast. Most of us speak one of the skills. Yeah. And maybe after a couple of years, say, well, I have really grown with my coloring. Who did I had a conversation with on? I think it was Joe from Piggy Pants. we take a little bit more time to finish a page and to give it more, yeah, fun things like little elements with acrylic markers and so. But sometimes you just want to finish it. Patience, well, is something I actually lacking. That is patience. That's also maybe why I collect so many coloring books, because I just don't have the patience to wait for a flip through. No, I'm not going to wait for a flip through from somebody else. I'm just going to buy it and see where it goes. Nobody knows. Love these eyes. I'm going to make the white, this white, I'm going to make yellow. See if I can find a kind of muted yellow. I think it's not possible, kind of. But make that yellow. But I love these eyes pop out of those trees. Like this. And again, when I go close to the edge, I'm hardly touching paper. Hardly. I'm just kind of, yeah, softly touching the paper. That's it. Because the harder you press down, the more alcohol comes out. So that's the only tip I can give you with alcohol markers. And just keep trying. You will be fine. I feel like I became more self-conscious when my sister started following my Instagram because she's an egg. Well, that's a big compliment, isn't it? I think that's great. My sister always lurks. She knows, she watches my videos and she follows my channel. Maybe she's here somewhere, I don't know. But it's always nice to know that you have the support of family. I think in the beginning, they kind of had a bit of trouble with me investing in this channel and how much time it cost. But now they do accept it as something I like to do, I love to do, and they just accepted it. So, yay. Here we go. Let's do these branches here. Oh, and the only thing that's also making me hesitant is not the patience, but I need to not be scared of starting a page in certain books, and that's why I'm actually stretching my boundaries and have a lot of my my gems hardcover books in my coloring plans. I just need to just go for it. Doesn't have to be masterpiece and multiple yeah. Just place my videos in the background on mute at work. Honestly, I couldn't ask for more. Yeah, well, that's fantastic, Jess. That's so much fun, and I really, he must be absolutely bursting with pride that his daughter is accomplishing that much on YouTube just by actually having a hobby and sharing that with people, and just do what we love. That's so important. Do what you love. And there are periods, sometimes I just don't want to color, I don't want a make a video. Well, that's also possible. Look at these eyes. Look at these eyes. It started with the idea to do a simple page. This happens to me all the time. They do this to me every year. Okay, which movie is that from? Because I watched it last night. Let's see how many people know their movies well. It is a phrase. They do this to me every year. And later on, he says, oh, that is the last dandelion. Let's see if people are that sharp. Because I loved it. I had a hilarious time. I was coloring and I was working in my planner. And at the same time, I was watching this movie. It is an oldie, by the way. It's from 2002. And it is I think it's a Pixar or Disney. I think it's a Pixar movie, but I'm not really sure. Jump. It is it was a fantastic movie. Ice Age, good for you. I knew you knew that one. That is Ice Age. I am such a big fan of Sid the Sloth. They do this to me every year. Fantastic. One of the great movies. Ice Age. And the first one is always the best. There is so much humor in that movie. It's so well thought of. The little jokes, the little. Oh, it's 20th Century Fox. You are my. I'm the color book archive, and Jess is the Disney and cartoon movies archive. So the first three, yeah. I saw that there were a lot of. I just watched the first three because Kelly was born in 2003, and I don't want to say, Jess, you could have been my daughter, girlfriend. What the heck? Kel was born in 2003, and then that were the years that they started, kind of. So we put her in front of the TV, and she was making her fun. And I think we as parents had more fun than she, because she didn't understand anything from it. But we were rolling on the floor and crying, so laughing that loud, because what did they just do? It is a kind of children's movie, but there are kind of adult jokes in there. It could have been a lot of years. Yeah, I think you are still the youngest one. Yes. Here we go. Let's have a tree with eyes in them. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to do purple lips. I thought it was a good one. Let's do purple lips. Oh, God, get it. Oh. Getting these caps off is a struggle. Yep, good choice. Also good choice for the balance of the page. Yeah. I love that color lipstick. I need this. I want to do something bold. This is the red again. Okay, that's better. Love, 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 love. My well, my one and only is 22. So, yeah, But that's also great within this community, is that you have all these different ages, generations, and we all love the same thing. That's coloring and just having fun. Yeah, that's better. Or does it have something to do about it? Yeah, these adult jokes, these little, do you call that Easter eggs? And you think, oh, what did he say? And then as an adult, you think you get it. You get what they are talking about. But as a child, you just, and we were laughing out loud. Cool. I love this one. This is cool. What am I looking for? What was I looking for? Yeah, I'm still kind of hesitant about background. Maybe a really, really, oh, thank you, Cass. I love the purple in the lips. That's fantastic. How do we like a really dark blue for a background? Just a plain, simple, flat coloring background. Might do a dark blue or something. Not a neon. Let's see if we can find. I don't want to go for black. That's yeah, they are the best, because your kids are looking at you with, what are you laughing about? What am I missing? Let me get the dog out of the way, because she left the now you have, yeah, now you have the entire image. I want to mute it. Dark blue. I can go with this one. This is Meaty Sky. Moscow could be my mom's, grandma's. Oh, you just have thousands of moms and grandmas. There are one or two moms and grandmas. They are the real one, but just some surrogates along the way. How would you think about this one? This is 191. This is Dark Sky. I think this will be a great color. This is probably a little bit too light. Or just go Winter Night. That's also a blue one, but it looks a little bit dark, like a black. Have a great walk, Cass. Good night. Thank you for being here. What do we think? The 192 or the 191? Take a guess. I'm not going to blend. I just want to straight color the entire background. I'm leaning towards the 192. The darker color. Oh, sorry. Let's see if I can find it. If I can find it. Ah, here it is. It's 192. And you have no idea what I'm looking at when I'm looking for my markers. The idea of putting them all back again is horrible. Let's see what it does. This is 192. Yeah, that's a great color. First, I'm going to find a darkest yellow to do the little hearts of the flower and do the inside of the prying eyes on the tree. I am a sucker for lemon yellow. That is a bright color, but I think it will do fine. Let's see if I have more. Kind of a muted one, but with the yellows, there is no way there is a muted yellow. I'm still missing some, yeah. Yeah, this is a big set, but no, I want yellow. They call me man. Oh, the canary yellow is also fine. Nope. Just go with your gut. I'm going to go with 37. This is the pastel yellow. It needs a little bit of brightness. 37 pastel yellow. Oh, I see it in one go. That's good. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So, pull you down. Put this out of the way. Now I'm going to be very careful. Just stipple it a little bit in there. And maybe I'm going to do the end of the nails also with this color, so I can put some brownish shading on there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, that's the most frustrating part when I'm staring, because they're in a kind of a suitcase, kind of like box. It's beautiful when you look at it, but if you have to stare at it for half an hour because you cannot find that one number, then not too happy about that one. All right, so let's do this with the nails. Yeah, that's good. Here's a nail, and here's a nail. And every time I do a large background, I always start with the small gaps that are bordered. So here, that you can stop. So that's the first thing I do. And then I need to go all over it. So let's do this first. This is the incredible crease again. What time is it, by the way? Let me look. Oh, I can still finish the background, so I need to prep this for a second. His shoes never had as many pencils. I'm getting tired of the song. Yep. I think Jess and myself have the same philosophy when it comes to sets. 72 is not enough. At least 150. At least. Otherwise, I am not going to be happy. The bigger the better. But it's called full set syndrome for a reason. So I usually wait for the larger sets to be launched. And why settle for less oohoo's when you can have 321? 320 oohoo's. Oh, I'm not going to go any further. So, yeah, it's a thing. We call it full set syndrome, and it's a thing. This marker is, you have to be very careful. It's incredibly wet, so bleeding is, it's always the question, do I want it? Yes. Do I need it? Yes. And sometimes people in my around me say, oh, you spend a lot of money on your coloring, yada yada yada. Oh, you spend a lot of money on a vacation. I am not going on a vacation, so let me be, leave me be. That's always sometimes a discussion. Or where do you get the time? Well, where do you get the time to go to the gym 4 times a week? Explain that to me. Oh, they always lose that conversation. Yep, that is a good color. 520 Broodford as well. I stopped at 3 and a bit sets Broodforders, and I, to be really honest, haven't touched them a lot. Yes, yeah. Well, that's. What are you going to do something interesting? Where are you going on vacation? And I say Hintergarten. That means backyard in German. I'm going to Hintergarten. And then look at her. Huh? Never heard of that place? No. Oh, it's great. Or Balconia. So if you have a balcony, so you say Balconia. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home with my puppers and just color. Look at this marker going all out. This thing is... The bleed is unbelievable. I have to stay almost 2 millimeters from the side. At 6K, so am I... Well, I have the same thing with books, Nessa, but I'm not going to stop counting. Oh, have a good night, Jess. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night. Have a good day tomorrow. I'm just going to finish my background and then I'm going to turn in as well. So, but I want to finish my background. So my work has been thanks to my meds. Yeah, I have a treadmill in my home, my living room. That's the only workout because I think gym is for me. Yeah, I don't feel at ease. No, I meant on oh, I thought you were already leaving us. Okay, that got lost in translation really fast. uh, well, and I keep saying to her, I don't need more coloring books. But yes, I did have the delivery guy at the door today again. It's you again. I got my workout shoveling snow. Well, it's also good. I am losing weight. I need to lose weight, and I'm not making a secret. I'm not ashamed of it. That I got really heavy. And now I am on my weight loss journey, kind of. Because my knees just can't handle it anymore. And I wanted to stop with my meds, so that's what I did. More got lost in the delay, yes. Yeah, you have to just take it easy. But what is my WhatsApp doing? Leave me alone. No, it's just too much of a fuss to go to the gym. I need to get there first, and of course I'm going to the gym, so I'm getting the car. I'm not gonna walk. Then you need to change. Then you do your workout for about an hour and a half, and then you need to shower, and then you do the hair and the makeup and change. And please, no. So when I'm at home, I just get on the treadmill, walk for an hour, and then I'm done. And I can do that every day. And it was an investment, but usually when I get a gym subscription, the first 2 months I'm using the subscription, and then I'm just turning into a sponsor. Are you going to? No, I'm a sponsor. I'm just donating my money and getting nothing in return. So, been there, done that. Not going to do that anymore. Whee! Oh, she's there. So that's why the treadmill. That's why the keto. So that is, and it's still working for me. So I feel great. Folding walk pad and some weights on top. Yeah, well, folding walk pad. I had a folding one. Now I have a non-folding one. No, I don't have to know, and that's I think that's a plus. It's a one-time investment to get the treadmill into your house. You need to have room for it, of course. And oh, I forgot some nails. You see that? And I have plenty of room to put it somewhere. And then I put the iPad because there's an iPad holder on there. I can put my iPad on there, put a series on, and just walk. It's easier for me. I hate treadmills, so I prefer weights. Yeah, I still need to, before I can move up a bit with my exercise, I still have to lose a little bit of weight. So, but I have a plan. Oh, gosh. Go. And I'm trying to stick to that plan. Because I did saw pictures of myself a couple of weeks ago when I was on trainings week in Heugberg, Germany. And I thought, oh, I need to do something about this. This is ridiculous. I cannot even tie my shoelaces anymore. Please. So, full keto. And let's see where it takes me. I like the walking pad just because I can watch everyone's coloring video. Yeah, well, that's a good one. Yeah. Just put some... I can recommend a long video because I tried last week. I tried to switch to another video, and then I almost fell off the treadmill. That was a great idea. Well done, Yolanda. Fantastic move. Am I still on camera? Yes. In frame. Let's see if I can get into this crease again. And when my kid gets home, I have to end the stream because she needs to shave my undercut. It really needs a shave, and I have to tackle her before she goes to bed. More snow. More snow. Oh, come on, no snow. Go away with your snow. I want sun. I want to ride the bike. Get the bike out. She needs to go to the garage. No snow. Finished. Finish with winter. It's time for spring. Only a couple of days before the official start of spring. In a video Friday of spicy food, stop of already having to eat gluten-free. Found I'm allergic to wheat. Oh, well, then there's not much left, Brittany, to eat. That's horrible. I find it already hard not to eat bread, pasta, potatoes. I think the thing I miss most is milk. When you are full keto, you're actually not allowed to drink milk. I need a long video or a place. Yes. Yeah, and I'm still contemplating on doing I'm trying to figure out how that works. You can set your live stream in a 24-hour loop. So you can add your videos and then it loops as a live. But the only thing I'm not really sure about is how that done. I think my chat stays open, but I'm not there because I just let it loop in the background. And just do color alongs on that 24/7 live loop. So you can join in whenever you want to without me being there 24/7. So, but I still need to figure that out because I don't want to pay a lot of money for a subscription for that kind of stuff. But I think it would be a fun idea just to videotape to record a lot of color alongs. And just let it loop in the background. Like the Chameleon Jacova series I did with Christmas or something. Put some music under there of white noise or something else. And then just let people enjoy if they want to. I'm still working on that one because I have to make 10, 12 videos to make it interesting. Well, trying new ideas for the channel. Yeah, the dark blue is good. Here we go. really close to the edge. This is scary. There are no dumb questions, Adele. Never. That's always my first answer. But what's the point of life if you're not there? Isn't it just a video? Yeah, well, it is kind of a way to just let it run. And what you see when people, there are multiple channels that do that with different things. And when you keep the chat open, there's still interaction between the people who are in the chat without me being here. Because I think if I will shut up for half an hour, you are still talking amongst yourself. So I don't know. It's kind of a concept that has been on YouTube for a long time with several things. I don't know. That's why I still don't know. I'm not really sure if I can turn the chat off. That's also maybe an idea, but it's like constantly playing your playlist, and people just join in when they can, so you don't have to. You just put it on, and it just runs. There are a couple of examples. For example, the fireplace YouTube. If you need a background on the fireplace, that's just a video that is looping in a live constantly. So you put that on once and then just keeps going. But I don't know if it works with coloring. Just some brain thingies that cross my mind. I said, is that something fun? Or I was always thinking about doing color alongs only with white noise, because I sleep with white noise, and I love white noise. It makes me so calm, like an ASMR, but then with white noise. But I guess us coloring community people like the yapping, because when I ask what do you like to see, it is usually a color in chat. That is the highest on the list. So I'm still figuring out, see if it's sometimes fun brainstorming about new ideas. And if they work, they work. And if not, then just pull the plug and move on. Yep. That is a gorgeous color, actually. All right, now comes the hard part. This is the hard part. Have a breather, have a sip of water, because this is a one go. I have to do this in one go. I'm gonna flip it, put it in here so you can see. All right, don't bleed, don't bleed, don't bleed. This is skin, so please be careful. No, I have to turn it back. Yeah, she is, isn't it? Come on with a cough. I need to sing tomorrow. Look, if I press hard on this, I'm keeping far away from the edge, and let the bleeding do the work to get close to the edge, and then you'll be fine. So this is going to have to be fast. Now, is a darker color easier than a really light color to have a nice even background, but it's still difficult to. You have to have a really good pace. Careful with the fingers. I rather keep a little bit of white so I can color that on another time with pencil, then bleed over these nails, because I am a sucker for these nails. Thank you, Adriana. Good night. Thank you so much for being here. As I say, I'm just gonna quickly finish this background without trying to ruin the nails, the manicure. And I have to pull you. Oh, I'm off camera now. Oops, that's better. So I'm not quite in the need to. Sometimes I will look up eventually, but with these fingers I need to be really careful not to bleed over these hands. Here we go. This? No, this is just alcohol marker. Weeha! No, this is an alcohol marker, but this thing is giving up a lot of pigment and a lot of, it's so wet. So I have to stay quite far from the line art from the hands, because otherwise this is doomed for the bleeding. Now I do have to turn. Yep, I do. Now I think I have a glaze or a what is it in that little bottle? It's also kind of a glaze. I'm gonna spruce this up with pencil still. This is going to be a project. Say, oh, it's an easy page to color. Well, still working on. It's never an easy page to color with me. I always have ideas. Oh, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that. Be really careful. I don't want to hurt the hands. Ah, please don't give that much ink. Come on, work with me. Turn. I need a fine tip. This is so scary. And it doesn't matter if you do that first or last. It's just scary because it's a really dark color. Focus, focus. I'll be back in a sec when I'm out of these tiny places. Turn the rest on alive. Oh yeah, of course. No problem. And I will save her for next week. Oh, go pull it down. It's still wet. It feels wet. Again, this is really careful. And when I do this kind of coloring, this tiny spaces, I kind of cramp up a bit, but it's worth it. Just don't let it bleed. It feels wet, and I put my arm there. Yep, turn it back again. I keep turning the book. I'm so sorry, but that's the only way I can do this. Yeah, I'm still on camera. Yep. And yes, I do have to hurry, otherwise I get these weird patches, but I still have to be precise not to ruin the line art and not bleed all over the other elements. So it's just somewhere you have to find a way to do the best, and sometimes it's just choose choose between two baths, I guess. Do I hurry with the risk of going over the lines and have a lot of bleed on to the other elements, or do I yeah for this part it is. You think the tiny spaces are stressful? Well, this is worse because it's so, oh, this is a hard word to say, contradictive, because you really want to be precise, but actually you do not have the time to do that. So this is torture, actually. Oops. Oh, there was one mistake. And because this is such a dark color, there is no correction. It's not possible. Yeah, I can just keep on going with this part. So, well, get a patchy. It will be patchy. I'm not gonna go accidentally over my little tree branch here. Careful for the leaf. Yeah, super careful and super quick. And that makes it like being in a really nervous quiz show or something, because it's, oh, come on. I can leave this part because it's sectioned off, so that's good. So now I can, oops, go up, do these nails first. So I do see something coming in the chat, but I will read back to you. I will read it back as soon as I have finished this one, because if I do not keep going, this will kind of look like crap. And this paper just sucks all the moisture in, so they say, oh, you have to keep your paper wet. Well, that's almost not possible with this paper. It just, like, I don't know how you can compare this, but, and this is why I'm not using my own mousse, but I have to put something in between, because this dark color is going to yellow, definitely. So I need to prep that, put 2 wax papers in there to make sure it does not ruin the other page. Now I'm working and with a crease and with a nail. Come, you, how? Almost done, almost done. Let's go up. And in my peripheral vision, while having the sweat on my back right now, I see all the chat going, keep going. I will read it. I'm almost there. Almost here. Turn it. These really small areas, I'm actually letting the bleeding still do the work. I'm hardly touching paper. Here. Oh, yes! I'm sorry for my French. Hell yeah! No! I forgot these little babies. Dee 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 dee. I'm happy because I'm happy. Look at her. This is a great color. Yeah. Okay. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see. Adriana is going to bed. Just getting into the 50s. Time to move this operation out of this bed. Probably be done by the time I'm back. You're quite welcome, Millie. So no, Kimberly, this is deco time alcohol markers. Click lace pen, color dress. Yes, I will do live. Yeah, I am actually going to do tea. It's easy. No, yes, it's a challenge. It's just super careful, super quick. Language, acrylic gel, acrylic fix most. Yep. Let's go, ready to leave. Goodbye, Yana. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you so much for being here again. Torture. A few days ago, I said use language because there's not that much background to fill, and that was my start. Yeah, once you start, you can never go back. Yep, going to have tea, as in, excuse my French. Yeah, well, do it in 5 minutes. No, I'm not going to do it in 5 minutes. Well, she is, yeah, still safe with the other page because that's all black with spiders and things and shizzle. She has been based. The basing is done. So what am I going to do next week? I'm going to put the pencils on for shading. So I'm going to see if I can get her skin a little bit more. Yeah, she needs a little bit more depth. And shading is also putting some highlights, especially in the leaves. You can do that with lighter color. So we are going to continue, see if we can finish this one next week. And then I'm going to pull out some gel pens, some white acrylic markers, some glossy things, and no glitter. I don't think I'm going to do glitter. But I want to do some shading on the lips, the flowers. She's good now, but she will be better. It's a bit that comes not from liking the French. No, yes, excuse my French. So, now comes the fun part to just put the markers back where they belong. But love it. Yeah, love how she's turning out. Not done yet. Oh, this is a lifesaver. Put this, I have always this acrylic thingy, this behind this, in case it bleeds through. You see, this is already going through the other side. So that's why I always have this acrylic. Yeah, you are going to get used to this, Kimberlyn. In a year's time, you're going to say, oh, I'm going to color creepy and horror. I'm going to bet. All right. People, thank you so much again for being here. I had a great time. For the people who are looking, good night. Thank you so much for being here. For the people in the chat, thank you for your nice, how do you say that, interaction with everybody and your conversation. Always great to have you here in the stream. I'm gonna save her. I'm gonna do next week. Gonna see if we can finish her with pencils. Make something good out of it. So that's good, so that I don't have to plan. Everybody have a good night or a good day. And counting down to the weekend, we have cut the week in half. It's kind of a thing happening always on Wednesday. We are cutting the week in half. Happy coloring for everybody. And I would love to see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.